Pick a card, a new chapter in love. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you at your reading. Hi friends, my name is Grisel with Psychic MD and I'm here to do another pick a card reading for you. Today we're going to be focused on who is coming next towards you in love and what does that look like. So instead of sagey sage, I'm going to get a little bit of incense going here because it's really chilly out there and I don't want to open up the window. But I have cleansed my area anyways. So let us get to the intention and selection portion of our reading. Your next chapter in love. I would like 3 cards. 3 cards for the next chapter in love. And pile number 1. Ooh, hello. Can't take all of these. Take the top one. Melting mask. Ooh. Salacious here. Pile number 2. Assistance with access. And pile number 3. Radical curiosity. I will leave these pictures below so that you can actually have time to select. And I'll see you at your reading. Please pause if you need more time. Hi, pile number 1. My name is Grisel with Psychic MD, and we are here to do your reading. So you chose the melting mask. Allow your spirit self to shine through the many roles you fulfill. That wasn't awkwardly read at all. So pretty much, wow. Well, let's find out. Let's find out your next chapter in love. Next chapter for pile number 1, please. Next chapter in love for pile number 1. It's funny because I was seeing a lightness, a little bit like fairy wings. And it's sunglasses, watching, looking, perception, and stalking. Okay. Let's see what else do we have going on. Oh, coffin. New beginning, liberation, reborn, and transition. Tragic endings. Well, that's not ominous at all. But frankly, this could be getting a new perception. And this could also be, obviously, somebody watching you currently. Now, I don't feel necessarily any stalking currently, but let us see. Because what I do feel like is maybe you have undergone many different changes. I feel like your throat chakra is opening up. Things could have been nebulous as far as like what you speak into the world. And even what you speak to prospective people that want to date you or want to court you or whatever it is that you want to call it, okay? With the sunshades right here, you could actually have masked how you feel, what you think, what your drive is, what your motivation is. People can be looking for answers with all of this inquisitive energy that I'm getting here. And also I feel like with this melting mask, I feel like a lot of illusions are going to go by the wayward, okay? And that means that basically people around you who want to court you, who are interested in you, are going to gain more clarity than they ever have their entire life being close to you, whatever that entails to you. I do feel like you have people watching you that you would be surprised. You would be surprised about. Next chapter for pile number 1, please. Okay. You're moving on from something else. And this can involve a Leo. But I feel like with the next chapter, you're discovering that it takes a lot of strength to be yourself. But in the end, it is so freaking freeing and liberating that you cannot possibly be anyone else. Those people are already taken. So it's going to be so much easier for you to allow your true and most authentic self to shine through rather than put on a cloak, hide behind, or remain silent. And I feel like there's a lot of freedom in that. And I feel like that's another nail in the coffin that you're leaving behind. You're saying, okay, no more. I'm not going to hold my tongue any longer. I'm going to allow people to see the real me. If they don't like it, they don't like it, and that's okay. But also just even allowing and knowing that, yeah, you know, you might be too much for some people and not enough for others, but you'll attract the right person that way vibrationally. I think to some extent, especially nowadays with social media, people tend to bob and weave and hide behind things. So, new chapter in love for pile number 1. What does this look like? Hello? So, I love how the card flips out. It is a twin flame union, and it flips out, and then I slammed it right on the counter, upside down. Not upside down, but like, you know, backside up or whatever you want to call it. So some of you guys are not wanting to hear at all that this might be like a twin flame thing, heart, body, mind, and soul. So let's see. So it could be that you already know your twin flame, or your twin flame knows you, and they've been eyeballing you, stalking you, kind of wearing shades, almost like they don't want you to see that they are eyeballing you. And something about the third eye, I feel like you could intuitively know this. And again, I feel like things have been really nebulous around you in regards to this career. So you could be having a career change, a massive change, which definitely might entail this new romance thing. Now, for some reason, whatever it said, like twin flame, I almost get like a romance from the past. It doesn't have to be. And only take these messages if they resonate with you. Now, I'm going to say when it comes to love and romance and like what's coming, you might be a little bit optimistic about it, but everything is just so fuzzy and hazy and you have like absolutely no clarity. And that's perhaps why you're here. What's going on here? Next chapter in love. Just like throwing things everywhere. Psychic connection. So you could be connecting with someone on the astral plane, maybe even perhaps dreaming of them, and vice versa. Your communication goes beyond mere words. And that's part of your strength. I feel like intuitively you know it. This could even be interesting. I heard Elvis Presley and Grace Kelly. I don't know if they had a thing together or if they were even the same timeline. But I feel like a little bit of a movie star quality about this. And it could seem like it's a romance that is, I don't know, like two really big stars coming together. Okay. Let's see a little bit more about the next chapter in your life. The next romance, next chapter. Rendezvous. Really? Okay. A private getaway for 2 is calling you. Okay, maybe you're taking a little vacation. Maybe you're going to move jobs. Maybe this entails moving, because I do feel moving for some of you guys. And if that is the case, you could actually encounter somebody during that time as well. But for the most part, I do feel like people are kind of watching you, whether it's on your social media, whether it's at your current job. But it's somebody who's really being hidden in the fact that they're observing you. And this is a 2 of Wands, a choice to be made. And perhaps this has to do with love or career. Now she's gazing adoringly at this skull right here. And this can really mean, I mean, okay, for maybe 1 or 2 of you guys, this could have been like an old love, an old flame that did cross over, pass away. And that's why the coffin is there. But for most of you, I feel like this is putting to bed, figuratively, folks, putting to bed a situation where maybe you thought this person was like your twin flame and things just never got off the ground or things went south. Whatever the case may be, I feel like this is putting to bed a past lover or a past love. Then we have the moon. Yeah, things are still very nebulous, very cloudy. You could be having a lot of intuitive hits and promptings. Now, with the storm clouds and positive and negative polarity being reflected right here, it could have taken a lot of time to climb stairs in order for you to gain clarity. You could have really ascended. You could have grown a lot from the last time that you had like a real connectiveness. But also this is stating that I feel like you have a psychic connection to kind of an old love or something that you're going to put I'll put the nail on the head. What? Putting the nail in the coffin, right? And I feel like there are just some things that are hidden from you that is about to be revealed, okay? Oh my goodness. And one moment, please. Apparently I'm just throwing cards all over the place for just pile 1, which is quite lovely. Yeah, so we have like walking away from things. Maybe this was like a romance that you initially walked away from. And I feel like you're kind of like ending this. This is no more wondering, no more thinking, no more dreaming, no more, as my friend says, psychic connection friends. We're not doing that anymore. We're not trying to tap into their energy to see what they're up to, or communicating on a 5D level and hoping for a 3D outcome. We're not doing any of those things anymore. We are definitely opening up for new love. So your next chapter, please. You're sealing this chapter. I feel like you've been stuck for a long, long time, and that is ending. Yep. You could be very much old school, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over and over in your head. But that's what's leaving you. That's a major, major step in allowing new love to come in, by the way. I know you guys are here to want to hear about new love. And then we have like, commitment, tying the knot, moving on, moving forward. And this almost feels like this is like a bird tying the knot with another bird that is crossed over. And if you can see right here, pretty impressive. But I feel like even if your partner has crossed over or you are mindfully uncoupling, like some of the movie stars love to say, I think that, yeah, that part is ending and you're opening up to new love. You're clearing, I heard the cobwebs, don't judge me. Yeah, but life purpose. I feel like you are coming into your own right now and you're realizing that you could have a lot of different soulmates, a lot of different twin flames. And simply because one person like professes or you get hung up on one person, it doesn't mean that there's only one person for you. It's good to allow clear energy, new energy, different energy into your life, into your mind, into your heart, simply because sometimes people are never going to be ready. Other people will be ready way down the road. And do you really want to place your hold on pause? I don't think so. What is coming towards you? Who is coming towards you on your next chapter in love? Proposal. You have commitment and proposal here. Somebody might want to like be quick to pop the question, hey, it's you, it's me, let's do. I don't know how real proposals are made anyways. It's been many a year for me. But your romance is about to evolve and level up. So maybe you're already in a commitment and you're leaving behind old patterns and old outmoded thinking. And just around that time, things start turning around for you and you get the proposal that maybe you've been wanting for some time. Now, if this is new love, this could be kind of an impromptu joking, let's just run off to Vegas and get married kind of a thing. But you know how they say there's always that 10% truth behind every joke? Now, I'm definitely going to advise, take your time and tie the knot with anybody because it sounds like you're just kind of leaving a situation, even if it's only mentally, spiritually, and physically. Well, possibly physically. Holiday, yeah, holiday getaway. You could be like going on a little trip, a little retreat, a little staycation, vacation, somewhere local that you didn't expect. Renting a room, I heard. Enjoy a change of scenery to spice up your love life, okay? Whatever that means to you. I feel like there's a lot of focusing on you, a lot of traditionalism here. A lot of untraditionalism. He's got a kilt on. Well, that could be traditional, right? He's got a kilt on and he is on one knee, which is like very traditional, but not necessarily in the US. Kind of the quintessential vacationing couple. Pile number 1. Your new chapter in love involves what? That's right. 3 of Cups, enjoyment, pleasure, having fun. It enjoys curiosity, doing things differently. Not adhering to the same old song and dance, but listening for a different beat, a different tempo, a different modality. Different way of being, a different way of thinking, therefore a different way of feeling. It can involve even going down the rabbit hole. And this could be a little bit of a warning not to overthink things. Pile number 1. What's coming for you in love? New chapter in love. The Knight of Pentacles. Ooh. Well, this is somebody who has some swiftness and something to say about things. The Knight of Pentacles is going to cut off everything that hinders. They are sure. And not only are they sure, but they are damn sure of what they want, who they want, and how they're going to go about it. This is a knight that perhaps you've known in the past. Somebody who is slow to move, slow to speak, and slow to make any declarations. This is somebody perhaps that's a little bit older than you, maybe a little bit wiser than you. But they make no unnecessary moves, not ever, including their movements in love. Show me why these cards are here, please. Why are these cards here? Oh, the Six of Cups. Oh, goodness. You have somebody coming in from the past. I tell you that, but the Six of Cups, this is with nostalgia. This could be somebody who had left you, like in the middle of nowhere. Usually with the Six of Cups, it's very much like nostalgia and the two kids and looking at each other. And it's like, oh, that's so sweet and we like each other. In this case, this person's left under a lamppost and it's a very dreary scene. So you could have been left behind in a lot of different ways. And maybe perhaps you're gaining clarity and you're ready to put that final nail in the coffin. And for others, this could be that this person wants to pick up where you left off. I don't know if that's going to really quite work for them. New chapter in love. We want new. The Lovers, yep. The Lovers. Very beautiful. I feel like this is going to be somebody who wants to look at you and like drink you in from head to toe. They might even want to get like so cozy and comfortable to drink out of the same glass you drink and eat with the same fork you eat with. I mean, I know that sounds like extremist and a little bit crazy, but here we are. The Lovers is also about making a choice, about, you know, the old and the new. A fork in the road. Ten of Pentacles, yep. I see commitment, family, loyalty. This almost looked like a whip in her hand, even though a whip is never indicated in the Ten of Pentacles. In fact, it's never indicated in any of the cards that I've seen thus far. But I'm going to say this is about loyalty. It's about integrity. It's about longevity. It's about family and foundations. It's about leaving a legacy behind, creating a legacy, making people feel safe, included. All the good things so far. Five of Cups. Yeah, this could be indicating something to do with that past love that wants to come back and offer you the love. Offer you the love, offer you the justice that you were seeking, that you deserve. Maybe you have actually quite given up. And this person wants to rekindle things with you. With the Page of Wands, they could have been in and out of your life for, you know, in for a good time, not a long time, shall we say. They could have left their footprints on your forehead. I'm sorry. But, hey, listen, I've been there too, okay? You could have been left in the dust and left for it wanting. And the only reason why I'm laughing, I just have a terrible sense of humor, is, you know, it's like people stepping on necks, but they could have just stepped all over your emotions and this person wants to come back. That's a feeling that I'm getting. The Ace of Swords. So you wanted clarity and she landed sideways, meaning sometimes you feel like you're clear in the situation. Other times you feel like you are not clear. So your new chapter in love could be a resurrection of an old love. And you will be undecided. If this is the case, if this is your story, then rightly so. It's going to be good to take your time. But not overthink. Trust your intuition. If you feel like this person is up to no good, then hey, bye. This person is hanging as if just for show. And this is like a portal or a doorway. And I feel like this is stating that you're going to be very graceful about it, very in control, very self-controlled, but also very illuminated and using your crown chakra and all the downloads and all the wisdom that you've attained thus far in order to make a wise decision for yourself. Because we had the new love and old love, with the Lovers here indicated, I feel like you will have two things to look forward to in your new chapter, and it will be up to you. Do you want the old? Do you want to reconcile, or do you want the new? And do you want to move forward with that? Entirely up to you. Each person has to really decide for themselves. And that's what I have for you, pile number one. If you're liking this kind of read, do give me a like, share, comment, subscribe. And until next time, much love to you. Namaste. Hi friend, my name is Crystal Psychic, and I'm here to do your reading. Pile number 2, you chose assistance with access. Well, my first thought is access denied, so maybe somebody was blocked, but we shall see. She's holding a big old key and almost debating, should I or shouldn't I? It is necessary to ask for and accept help in order to receive it, okay? So let's see where we go with this. This is in regards to your next chapter in love. Pile number 2, next chapter in love. What do we have for pile number 2 in your next chapter in love? Abundance. You have coming to you a positive mindset, manifest gratitude and bliss, along with blessings and perhaps even bitcoins, eh? What else do we have? Pile number 2, coming towards you. We will take these 2. We have the chaser and coffee cup. Fear of abandonment, chasing, and codependencies. And coffee cup with melting and melting. Ha! Maybe you're going to melt while you're talking, huh? Meeting and talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, and building a friendship. So I do feel like you were leaving behind something that, you know, equates to the chaser energy, or having a fear or phobia of being left behind. Maybe some abandonment issues have been cropping up for you and you're kind of going to be done with that. And that's nice to hear. But definitely a mindset of abundance, okay, with the Bitcoin popping up here. And I think that you're going to take it slow and steady. You're going to definitely allow for people to spend time with you, get to know you, and vice versa. Okay, what else do we have here? Oh my, well, we have... These seem to be totally in conflict, by the way, in my mind right now, but we'll see if it clarifies. We have peace and we have passion. So having great peace, that maybe even if, let's say worst case scenario, somebody were to abandon you, I feel like you have the wherewithal, you have the knowledge, you have the ability to seek assistance if you need it, right? So I don't feel like it's going to be as scary as possibly the whole idea is. And maybe you've never quite like addressed the whole... the fear of abandonment. And I think this would be a great thing to talk through with other people as well, so that they know exactly where you're coming from if you're indeed dating currently or hope to in the future or anytime soon. It'd be a great thing to talk about with your current partner if you are currently partnered, because this is so dark right here, and it's alluding to the fact that she's going to the past and maybe she needs a little bit of help, like therapy, or somebody, a psychologist, psychiatrist, or somebody to help with patterns in order to see that she has the ability to break this change and break those patterns and not bring them into the future with her, so that she therefore will not be afraid and fearful of trying new things or giving new people a shot. Then we have boundaries coming up right here. Yeah, and I feel like this is going to help you get comfortable with your boundaries. Be able to recognize when a person needs boundaries. And in fact, I feel like we all need boundaries of some sort. Like every relationship, there's nothing that I can really think of that would not need a boundary as far as I'm concerned. But that's my thinking. So I feel like boundaries make people feel safe. And they'll crisscross applesauce her stance, or the way she is sitting right now. I feel like she's in receiving mode. You could be somebody who practices like hand mudras and things like that in order to get centered and in order to really repel anxiety. So I do feel a little bit anxious even talking about this. You could have some anxiety about therapy or about talking about this all over again, some of yous. Pile number 2, what new chapter are you entering when it comes to love? Your new chapter in love. Dreamer. Oh, dreams come true. Okay. Dreams come true. Have faith. Your rainbow will come smiling through. Your rainbow will come smiling through. Okay, here's a rainbow. Got it. Anyways, I was very puzzled momentarily right here. But maybe this could be talking about, you know, because at every end of the rainbow, there's a pot of gold, or so it's rumored. And it could be that you were thinking, well, there is no pot of gold at the end of this rainbow. Every rainbow I see has to have no pots here. And maybe you've taken a negative bent or negative stance on things, but I feel like that too is ending because you're starting to see some movement, some positivity, and the more confidence that you have in the ability to feel abundant by yourself, regardless of your monetary financial situation and what you see with your naked eye, right? I feel like that's going to give you a lot more confidence. What else do we have? What new things are coming for pile 2? New love. Again, psychic connection. You could have I heard a contract with pile 1. A connection to pile 1. It says your communication goes way beyond mere words. Yeah. And this could be part of it. And you could be a little bit like Sketch when it comes to things like limerence, like thinking that maybe you are receiving communication telepathically from other people or partners or past partners. And this could be a stress because it's like, is this in my mind? Is this real? Is this not? And I would say, let it suffice to be that if it manifests on 3D world, then yeah, that's great. But don't put your life on hold for anything or for a perceived connection or situationship. Because even if it's real on a 5D level, I'm going to say it doesn't even matter. If it doesn't manifest in the 3D, then, I mean, they're not taking action. Then what's the point is, I guess, my point. Love language, acts of service. Yeah, so you could be somebody who is very much like acts of service. And that is definitely my love language. Can you come in clear, please? Be clear. So maybe you're going to be clear about what your love language is. But acts of service is definitely high up there for you. Actions speak louder than words. And that's the same thing as what I'm talking about. It's like, don't allow your life to be on hold because of what one person says that seems like promising or seems like it has a lot of meaning, and it sends you in a tailspin and you put your life on perpetual hold. It doesn't make any sense. It is great to continue dreaming and keeping your optimism, but keeping your feet on the ground and moving forward in your 3D world, okay? I know that a lot of you guys will understand this kind of language. Some of you guys are like, what the heck is she talking about? So forgiveness, allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like forgiveness for yourself, forgiveness for even allowing people, like I heard put baby in a corner. No one puts baby in a corner. That's from like Dirty Dancing reference for those of you guys that don't know. I feel like most of you guys would. But anyways, I feel like maybe somebody put you on pause and you have been paused for a long time. You've paused yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and you've been unable to move forward in some way, shape, and form. This card is speaking out loud. So, oh, passion. Okay. Well, this is nice. Pile number 2. Insane chemistry, sparks, and having fun, equal interest, and burning desire. Yeah. So what's new and what's coming for you is passion, but that can also send you a little bit in a tailspin, a little bit of shockwaves, like, wow, is this true? Is this limerence? Is this like here for good or here for the moment? And I would just say, take it slow. Don't be jumping on things, even though these sparks kind of tend to fade out quickly and you feel the need to move quickly. Anybody that's worth their weight in gold or worth their words, they will take their time if that's what you need. And again, it goes back to your love language. What is your love language? Is it physical touch? Is it acts of service? Is it, putting your money where your mouth is? It's different for everyone. New chapter, karmic relationship, resentments and triggers, perception, intensity, and letting go, turmoil, and fleeting. So I feel like this is mostly fears. This is mostly fear. I feel like just a lot of fear coming up. This can actually, and I can really relate to this. It's like whenever you start to kind of relax and you get used to the fact that, let's say you've been out of a relationship for a long, long time, and then all of a sudden you start meeting people and you start liking a couple of people and you're like, oh my gosh, and it sends you like in a tailspin, almost like, okay, is this going to happen again? All this anxiety creeping up and encroaching on you. But I'm just going to say, take it one step at a time. The scallywags prove themselves to be scallywags very near at the beginning of anything because they don't have longevity to process anything anyways. So I would not worry about it too much. Take it one step at a time. Ascending. Your love life is ascending. Learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union and new phase. Yeah. That's what I've been feeling. And the key lies with you, as it usually always does. Usually always. Negatory, darling. Okay, so anyways, but you get the point. I feel like your love life is transcending the more that you have the ability and you feel empowered enough to be able to unlock the door that allows you to make, the connection two and two together. And you can kind of process like what has been holding you back. Why do you feel like you have an attachment issue or anxiety towards people and the runner and chaser dynamics and things like that? Why is it that it has been thus so? So I feel like once you link that into your current situation, you will not at all be anxious about anything because you'll trust yourself more. Yep. Leaving behind a lot of garbage, a lot of baggage, a lot of garbage. You are worthy. Your worth doesn't depend on the other person. And no, it doesn't. It does not. And this is very clear that it's just gaining your own self-esteem, your own self-worth, and allowing yourself to stand on your own 2 feet. And that's going to really, really help you not to be anxious. It's just to have that peace about you that you can actually tangle with and win any battle that you have to confront, any challenge that you have to confront. And also that you have the wherewithal to be able to ascend, to look at a higher perspective, so that when you have to make a decision, so that you have to make a call. And I heard roll call, so maybe you're going to be dating a couple of people before you actually, I heard hit the books, which is interesting. But we're talking about new chapters. So you might have to date a couple of people, but you have everything, all the tools that you need. So don't, try to enjoy the moment. Try to enjoy the coziness of coffee and getting to know people for the sake of knowing people, and not go from 0 to hero like I do. My brain's like, yep, nope, next, now serving 9,099. So we, pile number 2, don't need to do things like that because we have a lot more confidence in ourselves, right? With the 10, this is backing up an old chapter's closing because it reduces back to a 1 and a new beginning. Make your new beginning bright. No redundancy here. Pile number 2, your new chapter. What do we have to look forward to? Oh, hello. We have good luck with the black cat. Beautiful cat. Love, I told you, and blessing, look. So you don't have to stress. You don't have to overthink about things. You will be at the right place at the right time. You will be placed with the right connections. And the biggest thing is trust yourself, follow your intuition. If you feel like something is off, then damn it, it is. Just know that it is. You don't need to overthink it. You don't have to give a reason. You could cut your losses and move on. I mean, you have a lot of options. So don't think that you are trapped in any way, shape, and form. And I don't see you going back to a cycle of running and chasing in any like karmic relationship. Okay. So I think that you're going to have another maybe slew of tests. I shouldn't say this, but here we are. And that's going to look like maybe, I don't know, a few more dates, 3 or 4 more people that you're going to learn about, encounter, and practice on. Oh my. Well, isn't that salacious? Workplace romance. Common cause connection. I almost said cruise. Maybe some of you guys are going on a cruise. I don't know. Or maybe it's like old school. It's like you're, people are cruising, checking you out. I mean, what do I know? It could be many, many things. But the skies are blue. They are very beautiful. And I think that this could be, I don't know, somebody very official. And they could make it official so that you're not placed in doubt and kind of like feeling wonky. Biggest thing is trust your intuition and proceed one step at a time. No worries. That's what I have for you. Pile number 2. If you like this kind of reading, please do give me a like, share, comment, subscribe. Until next time, namaste. Hi friends, my name is Crystal with Psychic MD, and I'm here to do another reading. Pile number 3. If you chose this beautiful card with Radical Curiosity, I was pretty excited when I saw this come up. So here is your reading. Now we're going to start by looking at this little elf. I guess she's an elf. Seeing as if for the first time, every time. So I think this is like a radical beginning, a new change in your eyesight, a new vision, a new way of looking at things, looking at people, looking at your own situation. Almost like being born again. Some of you guys, I'm feeling like you could have undergone something kind of wild, like a health thing that you've overcome. And that could really give you new eyes for gratitude. But that's just for maybe 1 or 2 people. Okay, so I would like to know for pile number 3, what do we have for the new chapter in love for pile number 3? The sun, yay! One of my all-time favorite cards, okay? So we have the sun here. I don't know if this is like a water creature. What is this? Not entirely sure. Or she's standing on a cliff. It seems like something's leaning against her, but okay, from this angle I can't see. Anyhow, she definitely has a flower, and it's like, he loves me not. She loves me not. So it could be one of those things right here where there's a little bit of doubt when it comes to love, but I don't think that's going to last long because the sun is the most positive card in the deck. This is everything out in the open. Things are shining and looking up for you. You are feeling the warmth against your face. And the Ace of Wands, and you're feeling passion, right? So a new chapter that is opening up for you is your new optimism. And interesting right here, this would be where her heart is. Ace of Wands, unlocking your heart. What is going on, pile number 3? Have you had your heart severed and squirreled away and protected so that you're not even messing with anybody right now? Even if you're in a connection, you can do that. Some of my loneliest times were when I was in connections that were just not meant for me. That's just a side note. So pile number 3, I definitely feel like this is talking about your heart chakra, and with the sun energy coming forward here, I feel like it's directly tied to your solar plexus. It's something that you have been wanting, divining. Let's see what else comes in for you. New chapter in love for pile number 3. What is going on here? The King of Cups. So this king is well aware of what it's like to have fancy. To fancy someone and to look and go, oh, squirrel, she's beautiful too. He's beautiful too. And just kind of moving on. I feel like this king has had a breakthrough. This person can have tattoos. They could have something going on with their arteries. I mean, that's kind of a weird thing, right? That would be a medical thing. But for most of you guys, I feel like this person is going to really be unusual, appear futuristic, and appear almost like not to need anything. And I think that that's going to be a great comfort. I feel like a lot of you guys have been maybe used for money, or people thought you had money, or they wanted to use you because you were great arm candy, or you drove a nice car, or somehow you polished the image on other people or people around you. Even actually, I feel like friends can do this too, or people at work can do this, where you make them look good is what I'm trying to get at, okay? New chapter in love for pile 3. The Hanged Man. Yep, you're looking at things so differently now. And for someone, I feel like this can be even entailing like a ballerina or somebody who dances, who loves to dance. Somebody who's into acrobatics. But this is mostly looking at things from a higher perspective, a different perspective. Listening to your intuition, listening to downloads that you personally get. Pile number 3, you are definitely divinely connected, okay? And I don't think it's going to take much for you to proceed on your new chapter in love, even if this is with a current partner. What else is going on here? The 10 of Pentacles. Yay. Okay. This is solid foundation. This is family. This is commitment. This is legacy. This is a dynasty. This is loyalty. I feel like you could be having all these coming to you with your new connection. And even though you are fine by yourself, even though you can provide for yourself, take care of yourself, and you have done so many, many, many times for many, many moons, I feel like that's even more why you can trust love coming towards you. Because first of all, people know that you don't need anything from them. Even if you're not like crazy wealthy, I feel like this is a security for someone coming towards you, especially if they are well off. Like that King of Cups maybe might actually have some money. But even in, in today's world, people tend to use each other for so many different reasons. And I feel like this king knows that that's, last thing on your mind, because you do well for yourself. It's not necessarily that you are rich, but you can do for yourself, and that is good enough for you. I feel like you have standards and a measure of nobility that this doesn't even come in as a question, okay? And the Page of Swords here, I feel like that alludes back to the curiosity. Somebody's been curious about you, maybe doing some homeworking on you, maybe studying your social media. That wasn't awkwardly said either. But yeah, so they could be getting on like Twitter or Facebook or IG or your TikToks. And if you guys know me at all, I'm definitely a TikTok girl. I guess I need to get back on there because that's my favorite forum. But with this ring right here, I feel like people are looking at you trying to find out what your status is. What's your current status? Are you married, engaged? This almost looks like a ring held upside down. And then there are like crosses behind her, and it seems like she's crying. And it's like some of you guys are even being looked at by many, many different people. And yes, some of these are exes. And they're trying to see, hey, is there still love there? Is there still commitment there? Are you committed to somebody else? Do you still want me? That kind of a thing. I say move on, especially with the cemetery thing. And we're just not even having any of that nonsense. But I feel like for others of you, you have new people coming towards you. And they also want to see if you're committed to anyone, if you have anyone, waiting in the wings, if you're over maybe your previous heartache, heartbreak. They're doing a lot of homework and they're wanting to know. Like, for example, how do you make your money? How do you sustain yourself? And it's not nosy as in like, oh, I want what you have. But it's trying to, preserve what they have and make sure that if they approach you, it's going to be somebody that has the ability to sustain themselves or at least like balance themselves in such a way that they don't really have a need other than love. I hope that made sense. Basically, they want to make sure that you want them for them and not for what's in their wallets, okay? And honestly, I mean, if you guys are like digging for money, I just think that's such bad karma. But, that's my thinking. Eight of Pentacles, yeah. So people are wondering maybe how you make your money. How are you working? Where are you working? What are you doing? They're curious about you. People that do know you, even people that don't know you, would love. And look at this book. This is the new chapter in that book. Now, I feel like this is saying, good grief, I just had like my heart totally clench and I feel like she's blocking her heart right here. And I feel like this is saying, that is wild. This almost looks like there's somebody laying down with their arm on the over the bed or over the book or something like that. So this could be like an old lover kind of wishing and pining for you and wishing they can be written back into your book. But for others, I feel like this is just pining and wishing and dreaming a little bit about you, just about where they would fit in. Are you willing to put in the work? Because they certainly are. Excuse me for coughing in your ear. Now, I feel like this person can read a lot of books, be, literary educator, somebody who's well-read, somebody who's well-versed, somebody who has, I want to say hyper-intellectual, okay? But somebody definitely has their eye on you and they are looking towards a future with you. And I feel like this is new love completely. Proposal. Okay. So yeah, there are trying to see if you're somebody who would be like up for a proposal. And that could be just as much as like, hey, would you meet me for lunch? Hey, would you meet me to do this? I see a little fairy right here. And excuse me, I think that this person could be very different than what you anticipate. They could be from a different region than you are, but I definitely feel like they have a romantic heart. And eventually, yeah, they could propose something even greater, like, a deeper connection with you. Friendly support, huh? Okay. Friendly support. Fairies, guides, and friends give aid. So rely on this time, at this time, for your fairies and your guides to go ahead and give you that support, that creative edge I'm hearing, and have that radical curiosity. Allow people to take you out. Allow people to get to know you. Allow people to hear the song in your heart that you have blocked off for so long, right? Self-protective, self-protective. And this right here, I feel like this little girl is part of what's being reflected in you, is that you're going to allow people to start seeing and hearing the real you, your real siren song. I heard meow. Okay. Very nice. Healing connection. Yeah, you could be having a healing connection headed your way. Your romance will transform your life. Now, I don't ever, want people to think, oh, this can like transform me, like you complete me. All of those things that we hear on TV, please don't buy it. It's load. It's a load. Work is work. Love is work. Healing is work. All of it entails work of some sort. You're going to put elbow grease into something. Might as well be into healing your connections, love. And check her out. She has got a key. I didn't even notice that before. On her wrist, she's got a key. And that goes back to the key to her heart. So I feel like you have been very much guarded with your heart, and that is ending for you. It is a new chapter. You're looking, and it's like, okay, who's willing to put in the work? Because I can welcome anybody into my garden. I feel like you're confident that you know that a lot of people want you. That's not like even a question. But you have like secluded yourself to the point where, yeah, maybe nobody can reach you. And I think that that is changing. What else do we have? Magnetism, yep. Why am I not surprised to find this here? There's a gravitational pull to each other. Maybe you're at a party and this person approaches you and it's something that you will have like great chemistry and be gravitating towards one another. So that is fun to see. With this purple dress, maybe you could be wearing purple, they could be wearing purple. Lilac might be the appropriate color. I don't know. But let's see what else we have going on for you. Pile number 3. Hope you like this kind of reading. If you do, please give me a like, share, comment, subscribe. What else do we have for you? Home. Okay. Well, that's beautiful. I feel like it's very cozy. Look at all the sunflowers. I feel like people could be looking at you even from your home or in your home somehow. Or people that live around you want to look at you and gaze upon your face. Just kidding. But no, really. They wonder what your home is like, and they want to invite you to their home. So I'm just going to say, don't be Netflix and chilling. That is just the worst garbage I've ever seen in like years. If you're going to go on a date, go on a date. Career, this can involve your career. Maybe you'll meet somebody at work. Boundaries, yep. Having boundaries. You might have to deal with boundaries even. Maybe they have a work policy that says no dating. But I feel like this will be transformational for you. I feel like with this circle, you're divinely protected. But I also feel like you have great intuition and epiphanies. And willpower, yeah. You have great willpower. And I feel like you're bringing in the old with the new. You're able to balance the moon as well as the world. Great willpower. And I feel like that's how you're seen. People see you for having great willpower and having endured a lot, by the way. Lighten your load. This could be like getting rid of stuff. Getting rid of responsibilities that aren't yours to begin with. Things like that. Getting rid of old tapes that you play within your mind. Travel. You could be traveling to see someone, and maybe there you'll actually meet a few people that are interested in you romantically. I don't know why, but it seems so weird the way she's like standing, almost like a sway back, kind of trips me out. But nevertheless, I feel like something about like Venice and the gondola, because that's what this looks like to me, can be referenced here. Maybe I'll talk about that. Also, I don't know if you can see there's like a face in the sky. I don't know if you guys saw any of those TikToks and videos about the face next to the moon, not the one in the moon. We're used to hearing about the man in the moon and things like that, but maybe I'll put a link on there. There's like a face next to the moon. You can see this huge, ginormous nose that's bigger than the moon, and it's such a trip. But Maybe some of you guys are going to be like astronomers or taking astronomy classes and looking out there with your telescopes and checking things out. Or maybe you're attending classes, or somebody is an astronomist. I don't know. Could be. And some of you guys, of course, would be interested in astrology. Freedom. So freedom could be a really big topic for you. And what exactly does that entail? And what does that look like? Because in this cage, it's near invisible. It's like a energetic barrier. And I feel like while you have been free for a long, long time, this energetic barrier has protected you. And while it protected you for a good reason, once upon a time, now potentially it could be caging you. And hence I feel like it's almost like separating. The energetic cages are separating and you're allowing people in. I almost feel like that's a face here too. So that is what I have for you, pile number 3. Let me know what you think. I want to hunt down that video with the face. I'm going to link it. I have no affiliation with anything about that video. I just kind of find it fascinating. And if you're interested, it's great for you to see. But if not, that's fine too. Much, much love to you. Let me know what you would like to see next. And until next time, much love to you. Pile number 3. Namaste.